This is the 360 show. Welcome and thanks for joining me. We've got some exciting stuff to cover. India versus England, 5 test matches. It's a big series. There's some controversy, some things happened. We're going to be covering that. And also Bazball is the talk of the town again. And then we're going to be moving on to the T20 international teams that have been announced by the ICC. Some controversy there as well, believe it or not. And the best Betway SA20, from sold out to all out for Pretoria Capitals. 52 all out, that's a new record. I'm going to be covering a little bit of the news, the best batters, the best performers, and the most exciting tournament at the moment. Stay tuned and let's have some fun together. So England are touring to India. It's a big 5 test match series. As you see there, the fixtures starting there in Hyderabad on the 25th of Jan. They move to Vizag, Rajkot after that, Ranchi, and also Dharamshala. It's a big series for both teams. England will be arriving on the Indian shores with Bazball for the first time. There's a lot of talk about it. The media are having a lot of fun with regards to that. And then in very big news, I think Virat Kohli announced that for personal reasons, he will be missing the first 2 test matches of the series. No one knows what's going on as of yet. I'm pretty sure we'll find out soon. Virat talks about personal reasons. There must be a very good reason for that. Maybe he's also tired. I don't know. He's been playing a lot of cricket. Who knows? It could be family stuff. We don't know. I might find out, but I'm not going to tell you guys before it's the news. Sorry, his friendship is too important to me. All right, so let's pull up the 2 squads then. Start with the England Test squad for the Tour of India in 24, captained by Ben Stokes. I must add here, a relatively inexperienced team when it comes to fan viewing, us people watching the games of cricket. So there are some names that pop up that I think not a lot of people would have heard of. Shoaib Bashir. The most others, I think Ben Duckett, Ben Folkes, Tom Hartley. Tom Hartley is relatively new. Other than that, lots of experience. I mean, Rayan Ahmed as well there at the top. Gus Atkinson hasn't played a lot of cricket for England. So, yes, they have taken a chance with some new names, but very experienced as well in a Ben Stokes, Jimmy Anderson once again there. If the ball starts reversing, James Anderson is really good with that. So I'm looking forward to watch him play. Johnny Bairstow has played plenty of IPL cricket, also lots of Test cricket. Mark Wood, Joe Root, Ollie Pope, all names we've heard of before. A very, very good side, I must say. They've added some spinners because they're expecting spinning conditions over there in India. And then Brendan McCullum, Ben Stokes with their Bazball. What's going to happen? Are they going to follow through with the way they've been playing Test cricket in the last few years? Or are they going to change their style because of the conditions over there in India? One thing that I can say is playing Bazball or a very attacking kind of brand over in India generally works really well. Well, in all tough conditions, when you come to South Africa, ball moving around at Newlands, who did well? Aiden Markram, some of the Indian batters who actually took the game on were the guys that did well. The guys who were more conservative were the guys that struggled. And I've always felt with my time over in India, especially playing in Test cricket, ball spinning all over the place. I think of one innings in particular in Kanpur when the first over of spin was introduced in the 9th over of the Test match on day 1. That's unheard of. But I very quickly realized in the innings that I played there, you have to be attacking. And that way you get into better positions. You don't seem to get yourself in trouble as often as when you just defend and try and survive. There's a time and a place to try and survive, to try and save a Test match for your team. But generally speaking, 80% of the time, I would say, when you go to India, the ball's turning all over the place. There's catches everywhere. Put the pressure back on the bowler. That's the way forward. So I do think Bazball will work well for England over there in India. India have been playing that way for many, many years without them even calling it something. They don't need to call it Bazball. It's just the way that India play. The attacking style, the attacking nature, getting the catches away from the bat, that's the way you win the battle in tough conditions. So there's the Test squad then for India, captained by Rohit Sharma, a very experienced campaigner. We'll talk about India's Test record in a minute. Let's just go through the squad. Very experienced. I mean, Shreyas Iyer, Jaiswal's nice to see his name still there after the SA series. KL Rahul. KS Bharat, who I played with in RCB, it's nice to see his name there. He's a very hardworking man. He's a good guy to have in the team environment. He always adds value. So if you're out there and you're a cricketer, be the guy in the team who adds value to the environment and not take value away from the environment. So KS Bharat's certainly one of those guys. Dhruv Jurel, nice to see his name there. Ashwin, obviously, Jadu, Akshar Patel. Now, there's those 3 names. Kuldeep Yadav, 4 names, will keep England very, very, very busy during the series. And then also Mohammad Siraj, Mukesh Kumar, Jasprit Bumrah, and Avesh Khan. Really good seamers. Sad not to see Mohammad Shami there. I'm a big fan, and I think he's always got a hand to play in all conditions, everywhere he goes. But very good test squad for India, and this is going to be a very good test series, people. Stay tuned to this one, or tune in at least on the 25th of Jan. It's going to be fireworks left, right, and centre. And believe me, England will want to go there and win a series. It's not every day you win a series in India. And on that note, let's move on to India's test stats then. Just an incredible record. Look at them at the top there. 42 matches, 34 wins. That is not every day you see that happening, people. Win-loss ratio, just out of this world. Then you got Australia, pretty good record as well. New Zealand, very impressed by South Africa's record, 48 matches, 32 wins. So that's not bad at all. But India just invincible in home conditions. We've never won a test series there. We've drawn a few, but just really tough to play consistently well over there in India. They seem to know the backyard so well. They just know the ebb and the flow of the game, when to push, when to pull back, when to absorb the pressure, and when to apply it. And they're always in your face. When they're bowling to you, catches everywhere. The spinners are doing their jobs. They know exactly what they're doing out there. And just when you think you're through it, the ball starts reversing and the seamers come back on. So really tough over there in India. The crowds get behind their team. And I'm not surprised by that incredible record of dominance over the last 5 to 10 years in their home conditions. Then we see a quote here from Brendan McCullum. India is the land of opportunity, and that's what sits in front of us now. We'll take the positive option. Other teams might be better, but we want to be the bravest. Very interesting. I don't like the call of other teams might be better. I've always been brainwashed, or I brainwashed myself. And the team that I played in, when we played really well, we are the best, no matter where we go, until proven wrong. But yes, no, I like the fact that he says they're going to play brave cricket. Sort of RCB went through a phase where we were also the brave team. It almost tried to come up with an excuse. It's okay to lose as long as we play brave cricket. And I just don't agree with that, people. So I would like for Brendan to change that, but say that we're going to play positive cricket and try to win. We are winners. We're going to play positive cricket, and that's what we're coming for. So that's Brendan McCullum's take on their attitude going to India. I like the fact that they're going to be positive, but I still want them to come out and say we are here to win a test series in India. We've got some quotes as well from Nasser Hussain, who said, I think India is waiting. There's been a lot of talk about Indian cricket, and there's been a lot of talk about Bazball, and the two of them are just about to meet, and a lot of Indian fans are waiting to see how their team put Bazball to bed. I love the way how he puts it there. The two of them get to meet. But it's true. It's been built up. It's like a kettle boiling, and it's about to pop open at the top when the heat of the water gets too much. And that's exactly the position we're in with England and India. England coming over to make a statement. India want to maintain that incredible home record. And then Jasprit Bumrah also licking his lips, literally going, bring Bazball. I'm ready. It smells like more wickets to me. And that's Bumrah for you. That's why I've always had so much respect for him. He's out there always competing. He sees the positive in every situation. His glass is always half full and never half empty. And keep that in mind. Those are the kind of role models you want to have when you aspire to be a great cricketer one day. Look at people like that who always come back. They always compete. They never, ever, ever give up. And when there's a threat, they say, you know what? I smell opportunity. I'm not scared. I'm feeling it. I mean, I've got a bit of butterflies in my stomach, but I'm not scared because I'm sensing there's opportunity. If I don't succeed, I will take my learning from it and I'm going to move on. I'm going to get better. And that's Jasprit Bumrah for you. And then finally, Zaheer Khan, Zach. the Zach attack. Bazball will remain in focus, and we'll see whether England's approach will remain the same. Zach, always a very smart character, very slick with his comments, not giving away too much, but sort of giving England a friendly warning of saying, you can come with your Bazball, all the very best, and good luck to you. A little bit of tongue in the cheek, I think, there from Zach. And I've always had a lot of respect for the man as well. Then moving on to the ICC, they've announced the T20 International Teams of the Year for men's and women. In the men's team, I'm a little bit surprised. We'll cover that in a minute. The women's team look incredibly strong. In fact, I think the women's team got a really good chance of beating the men's team. When I look at the names here, Jaiswal, Phil Salt, Nicholas Puran, Surya Kumar Yadav, nice top four. Mark Chapman, Sikandar Raza, Alpesh Ramjani, Mark Adair, Ravi Bishnoi, Richard Ngarava, Arshdeep Singh. Congratulations to all of you. I don't think that's the best 11 in the world. It's my personal opinion, with all due respect, no harm intended. But I think there are players that have performed better or who are better in general. I would love to see this ICC men's team compete in the IPL. It would be interesting. Anyway, moving on to the women's side, then really good names there. I mean, these are names that I'm familiar with in World Cups. These are the people that put up their hands and win games of cricket for their countries. They are also consistent in all the franchise leagues around the world. But nonetheless, congratulations to both the teams, all the names. And I don't want to take any credit away from any player in the men's side. I hope none of them have taken offense there. These players have obviously performed consistently throughout the year. My personal opinion is I don't think that's the world 11. Moving on then, the Betway SA20. I said it before, from sold out grounds to all out for the Pretoria Capitals. Just a terrible performance there against the Sunrisers, Eastern Cape. But this tournament has been heating up, people. You can see the locks table there. Paul Royals right at the top with 3 wins in a row now. The Sunrisers, Eastern Cape, with that really good win against the Pretoria Capitals, where they bowled them out for 52 in second place. Durban Super Giants, my Cape Town in fourth place. And then JSK put up their hands and got a really good win the other night. Pretoria Capitals right at the bottom and just not finding their feet in this tournament. But watch out for JSK, people. I've said it before, the yellow jersey team over here in South Africa, a really slow start to the tournament. But keep an eye out for them. They're a team that always fight till the end. They will never give up, and they're not going to give up. I want to hear your thoughts about the tournament. Have you been watching it? What do you think? I think it's exciting. It's incredible. But I do have some sympathy for fans over the years. I never knew what it felt like as a fan to watch a game when the team gets bowled out for 52. You have your popcorn, your slush puppy. You're not even halfway through your popcorn, and you have to pack up and switch the television screen off. And that's the end of your night. And you're so excited. So very disappointing performance there from the Capitals. And also disappointing evening for me. I mean, I sat there for an hour and a bit and the game was done. I had to pack up my things and go to bed. Pretty disappointing. And then Ryan Rickelton, performer of the year. He's right at the top of the list when it comes to impact players. 139.11 points there. Just incredible. And keep in mind, he's the wicket keeper, so some of these catches or his fielding would have added to that. Only 4 points though, so simply incredible tournament from him. You can see his scores there: 87, 98, 58, 94, not out. He will be disappointed about that 98 and the 94 not getting across the line for his 100. And recently had a bad performance. I think it's his first failed innings of the tournament. I'll keep an eye out on that man. He will be featuring in South African sides in the near future. Just a strong player at the crease. I think what stands out to me is just very balanced. He doesn't look like he falls over. You can generally see that with a batter early on in his innings when he hits a straight drive or he plays a front foot defense. Is there a 2 or 3 second pause after he hit the ball, keeping his balance? And he looks like one of those guys that have managed to get his technique very balanced. He hits a straight drive. He stands there for 2-3 seconds without moving or falling over or having to place his feet in a different position to keep his balance. He hits the shot, his feet are dead still, and he's got balance with every shot that he plays. That's what I really like about him. He's strong at the crease. He's also a power hitter. He hits the ball a country mile, but he's an opening bat. So he's got the technique to be solid. And the minute you off your length or your line, he really punishes you. That's what stands out to me with Ryan Rickelton. And I'm pretty sure he will be featuring in all the formats in that South African team in the near future, putting up his hand like this. I mean, you've got the momentum as a batter and you've got the form. Ride it for as long as possible, because that wave is not going to last forever. It's generally going to crash, and then you build another wave and you ride it for as long as you can. It crashes. That's how cricket works. That's how life works as well. We can't always just be 10 out of 10 in the clouds, jumping and dancing around. Sometimes things happen that upset you. You reset, you rebuild, and you go again. So for Ryan Rickelton, riding that wave now is crucially important. Take it into this season, ride it for as long as you can. Put up your name in 4-day cricket, 1-day cricket. T20s, you've already put your name up now. And that's what I want to see. I want to see him really ride this wave of this season, because that's when magic happens. You get the nod for all the teams in the international scene. You get a go-ahead there in the IPL. You go to the Big Bash, and all of a sudden, your career is set up. And then you bump your head here and there. You reset, you rebuild, and you go again, and you get that next wave, ultimately to greatness. All right, that's enough of that. The Betway SA20, England, India, all very exciting stuff. We'll move on now to ABReacts. I love this. ABReacts, that's me reacting. It's the Under-19 World Cup over here in South Africa. And we've got a list here of India's success over the years. We have Mohammad Kaif there in 2000 lifting the trophy. Virat in 2008, 2012, Unmukt Chand. And I've got a few things to say about him in a minute. Prithvi Shaw there, Dul and Verma lifting the trophy in 2023 for the ladies. Just incredible how India's performed in the Under-19 World Cups. And that sets them up. And it shows you how strong the cricket is. It sets them up for World Cups and T20 cricket around the world, for the IPLs. This is the perfect platform for those scouts to come and pick and nibble a little bit on the under-19 squad and take them into the IPL. So just incredible performances. And then a story about Unmukt Chand. We see a picture there of Babar Azam and Mr. Chand there when India won that World Cup trophy, under-19 World Cup trophy in 2012. Babar Azam is one of the top Pakistan batters now. Unmukt Chand set to make his debut for USA in 2024 T20 World Cup. How interesting is that? Big turnaround there. Himanshu Parikh, thanks for that post. Just incredible. He played for India and his career didn't quite work out the way we all thought it would. But the man looks happy. He's got his chin up and he's ready to walk out for the USA. Very interesting. And then he got quoted saying, "Since I've retired from India, my next goal was always to sort of play against India. And not in any bad blood, but keen to test myself out against the best team in the world." So making a nice U-turn there after saying he always wanted to play against India. Very nice finish to that tweet or that quote. But look, at the end of the day, things didn't work out for this man. There's no hard feelings. He's come out and saying what he did say there. He wants to play against India. There's no bad blood, but it's a privilege for him and an honor to play against his home country and just to test his skills against the best in the world. So fantastic to see the man still playing, not giving up, still enjoying what he does, still following the dream, and he finally gets the chance to play in the T20 World Cup. So there's a nice fairy tale finish to that, which I don't mind. Okay, let's move on to X and some of my posts. This was quite controversial. I've always seen the Betway SA20 as a fun tournament. They have been bending the rules a bit. There's quite a few, if you go through the rule book, quite a few things they do differently over here. One that I can mention is the captain walks out with 2 team sheets, and with whatever happens with the toss, whether you win or to lose it, you can hand in either one of them. So if you lose the toss and you feel you're going to need extra batting at the back end of that second innings, you hand in a certain card or the team sheet that you feel is going to suit you best for the second innings. So I like that. And there are plenty of other things that they've done differently. So I didn't explain that as well when I replied to Kevin Peterson's tweet here. He said 2 years I mentioned on commentary that I think a batter should get a 12 if he hits a 6. That rule's on its way. I then very quickly replied, I'd sort of got this what am I? The go ahead. I got the green light, and I thought, finally someone's talking about the rules of this tournament. Let me jump on board. I thought 12 is too big. I think 8 or 9. You can't jump from a 4 runs to a 6 to all of a sudden 12. That's a little bit too much. It's a very nice idea from KP. Take it to 8 or 9. I think 9 is quite nice. It sits well with me. It's a 6 turned upside down. And then secondly, I've been saying for a while, we need to get the technology to be more accurate. People, I can't emphasize this enough. I cannot handle when people are thumb sucking the distance of a 6. Just get the right technology. There's plenty of it in golf, in other sports, to get the distance accurately measured. If I hit a 6 over the stadium into the road, you can't come and tell me it's an 82-meter 6. Okay, that's happened to me in the IPL before. It's happened in this tournament before. So someone is thumb sucking. It irritates me. Please sort it out. And then we can start saying a 6 over 100 meters is 9 runs and not 6. Please bring it. It's just fantastic. And then while I was sitting on my couch, I started playing with the idea of the commentators getting involved, purely because there was this incident where a batter got given out, caught behind. So Sneeko showed spikes before the ball cropped past the bat. As it passed the bat, the spikes got really, really small, almost not visible. It went past the bat, the edge of the bat, and then the spike started again. So very weird. He got given out. Kevin Peterson went ballistic and said that cannot be given out. There's doubt there. The spikes didn't go up and down when it crossed past the bat. It happened before it hit the bat. So there was another noise. So someone has played over 100 test matches, sitting in the box. A guy next to him has played 130 test matches. Another guy. Let them have a bit of a conversation. Let them make some decisions, maybe 50-50 ones like that, without wasting time. So I like that idea. It's a fun tournament. I wouldn't do it in international cricket because you might get biased calls. You might get 3 commentators from Australia sitting in the box, and it's just not going to work when Australia playing India. There will be controversial moments. But get my take on it. In franchise cricket, you have a Ravi Shastri, Kevin Peterson, myself sitting there. There's a 50-50 call with the ball. That is it touching the ground? Is it not? Is it a good catch or not? Ravi votes no. I vote yes. Kevin votes yes, and it's out. Stuff like that. People who've played the game before, and that's no disrespect to the umpires. I know they know exactly what they're doing. They are the guys with the knowledge with regards to the rules. I thought it would be a nice, fun element. So let me know what you think. I got some criticism on X. I don't mind it. I love your opinions. Say, yes, AB, I agree with you, or I don't agree with you. These are the reasons. But nice idea nonetheless. Remember, it's just an idea. I said that. Last idea. I didn't say, I'm angry, this is how it's supposed to happen. So just always remember, I'm a tongue-in-the-cheek kind of guy. I love talking about life. I love talking about cricket. And my glass is certainly half full. Moving on to the 360 quiz. Apart from Gil, this was last week. Apart from Gil and Jaiswal, you saw a picture in this episode of one other Indian cricketer to be the player of the series at an under-19 World Cup. It was a tough one, guys. Only 2 people got it right. I had to toss a coin up in the air. And finally, the winner was Vishwa Teja from the USA. Congratulations. You will be receiving your award very soon. So Cheteshwar Pujara was the answer. And there we circled his face there. It wasn't very visible. I knew it was going to be a tricky one, but congratulations to the 2 who got it right, and congrats to the winner. And thank you to everyone else who took a part in that quiz. And now moving on to this week's quiz. There you see a picture of Heinrich Klaasen. So in this video clip I showed, who did Klaasen hit for a massive 6? Who was the bowler? Another bit of a tricky one, but I'm pretty sure you guys will get it right. He's not an Indian player. He's not South African. All the very best with that. And thank you very much for joining me on the 360 show. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification. Follow me on socials to stay up to date. And I will be seeing all of you around noontime this coming Saturday for 360 Live. Take care and have a wonderful week. Glass half full.